question, hey, I'm moving to Shenzhen in the summer. Does anyone have any good suggestions for any Western restaurants? Why? It's really hard to find smart people. And finding somebody funny, well, that's nearly impossible. Finding people with both attributes today, in this economy? That's why Chongqing Punk is so lucky to have you, the few, the intelligent, the funny. You don't need any of that, oh, I hate China, or oh, I love China, oh, I can eat with chopsticks, give me a medal. Take it down a notch. It's embarrassing. You look thirsty. It's Labor Day, and we're celebrating by not doing a stop-by-stop. Why? Because there's no stops. There's no subway stops that go over here. Where are we? As great as the subway system is here, it doesn't go everywhere. Not everything in this town works like a super magical transporter like in Star Trek. But wait, what do I hear? Is that jazz? Is that dulcet tones of an upright bass? Or is it just a lot of vendors? Some days we leave the house and this is what happens. This is supposed to be 48 hours of jazz. The jazz is taking a break, but it doesn't matter. These are musicians that are went to school and are now, this is what you gotta do to make money as an artist. It's not an easy life. So if we're not going to a jazz festival, we gotta find out what we're gonna do over here. We can take a look here at the map, see what's going on. Here's what I'm looking for. This side actually looks a little bit funner than the jazz side. A little more active, a little more full of people, weirdly, but it stinks. It's stinky tofu and it's bad. Do babies know what smells bad? I'd like to find out. This is where everyone else is going. This must be something because people keep going up. 5,000 years. You can see this is where the pollution, they keep the pollution there. There's a cave and there's a KFC. A lot of hillbillies seem to think that like cities are places that are just clear sky all the time. Usually it's some kind of pollution. Also, it's a humid city. It's always rainy, it's always wet. From what I understand, this is the best views in the entire city. How do you like it so far? I have never been to a wax museum. Should this be the first time? That's supposed to be the greatest place to see the city. And it looks pretty good, but we're above them. So that means we are superior. I can hear the jazz from up here. Hey, here's the thing. Where we were just showing you, you could go there. That's what they say is the best views, but just keep going up. This is why you gotta keep watching our channel. There's the basic level of like, hey, how do I get around this town? It's not easy, and we're not gonna show you the easy way, but we are gonna show you the better way. I think all those people, that's where you're supposed to be. And the thing is, get away from all that. All that is like, there's stores that you'd find at the mall, there are restaurants you'd find at the mall. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Truman or Commune or KFC. I mean, there's a lot wrong with KFC, but that aside, come up here, just keep climbing the stairs of the old village, the new old village, until you get to the top, and then let's go check out what's going on here in the old village. While everyone's screwing around down there, we just get better and better views the higher we keep going. It's always about getting higher, going higher. Look, if I could get up to one of these buildings. Whoa. Wait for me. Well, if everyone's back down that way, maybe there's a reason. It gets kind of lonely up here. Maybe this looks like a failed mall. I don't know if you want to call that a failure. There's nothing in it. Maybe the air's too thin up here. Maybe not that many people know Chongqing in general as a city, but the ones that do come from all over the planet to see the famed Raffles Towers. But you never see it from this angle. What's she saying? She went across the street to go investigate that area, and now she's found somebody. They seem to be friendly. It's working out pretty good. What'd you find out?
It goes all the way down to the river. It's like a nice flowery pathway.
Shit. This is where most cars turn around, and people, but not us. When someplace seems like the end, Chongqing Punk keeps going. You can see the city just getting further and further away as we climb up the side of the mountain here. I guess out to the suburbs, sort of. You know, where other people stop, we bring the story to the brink of tedium. This is how we get ourselves into trouble. Now we're stuck in some kind of posh neighborhood we could never afford.
Why are there so many reindeer?
Don't ask about the reindeer. We may have actually found something because we found the bathrooms, and that's always a good sign. Elimination report. Smells a little pee-pee poo-poo. This might be one of the highest points land-wise of all of Chongqing. I know because I have to keep ducking because the airplanes keep going. And oh, thank God we kept going because we missed this whole part here. Right, buddy? There's two things we're not supposed to talk about in China. You're liking those birds, huh? You're liking those birds, huh? I've wandered into some kind of love area. God. Here's the map, and here's what we think we did. Here's where the jazz is going on, and we wandered out that way, and then we wandered up all around there, and for some reason, like idiots, we went around here, and then we ended up back around here. The most important thing is we did not go to the wax museum. I will never go to a wax museum. This is the location of the two biggest poles in all of Chongqing. I'm Polish. What's down here? Nothing. Hey! Who's this guy? Nice manhole cover. Well, it looks like we've moved so far up that we may have hit another stop by stop. And that means we gotta come back to this area. But what it means right now is we gotta find some hot pot. It seems we've hit the Grand Central Station of hot pot. It's gonna be a delicious dinner down there, I bet. This busy, you gotta go, but you know, here's the thing to be careful with. Sometimes it might be a place with mutton. That's gonna be popular, but that might not be what you want to eat. This isn't though. It's just Chuan.
Are you from Chongqing?
Yes, yes. We're from Chongqing. I hope you have a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Labor Day.
Happy too.
Now here's what I'm talking about. Look at this meat. We didn't do stop by stop, so we gotta do a pot by pot. It's gonna happen. There's no fighting it. Stay back! It's my game! If you wait around long enough, you can see the light of the Lord. Shh. What do you think? Oh my God, it's Frankenstein. The situation is escalating. I guess that's about it. I mean, I'm full of hot pot. We had a good time. We never really know what we're gonna do, but you know, the city is way out there, and we got a long way to get back home. You can kind of see it. Is that pollution? Ooh.